So hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Claire. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine. Let's put the wee yin yang symbol, squeeze it in here. These are all the things, they're not all because there's more, but these are the things I feel strongly connected to. So, right, yeah, this is me. So I said my name's Claire. Yeah, just get that out of the way so that you don't call me Crystal. Avoid the awkwardness right from the start. That's only for the new people, obviously, everyone else knows. And yeah, everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy. So the channeling part, meaning that the way I approach every video is going to have something to do with who this is going to make sense to. I'm quite calm. I'm calm, but I have been like heavily crying at that film. So you'll either have, well, it depends whether you watch all the videos or not, but that video will have either been published before this one or after. It'll be coming. But either way, I watched this film called 5 Feet Apart. Now, I thought it was new, but it actually came out in 2019. But it's like a mixture of Our Fault in Our Stars, The Fault in Our Stars, My Sister's Keeper, and Romeo and Juliet. You know, it's got romance in it, but it's just very sad because it's about people that aren't well. And oh God, it was just heartbreaking. So yeah, if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you've not seen it, well, God, prepare to cry, and it is worth a watch. It was really poignant. And there was loads of magical synchronicities that happened, like as I was getting near the end of the film, and I'd already filmed half of the video because it's only 30 minutes, and you'll see it was all broken up. Um, a new card deck arrived, so and the wording on it was like scarily on point with what I'd already been saying. And what I've done is now, and what's quite funny is this is what I mean about it for the new people. This is what I mean about the channeling part. As soon as I walked in the office, like before, well, basically before I've pressed record, my eyes got guided down to that card. It was actually kind of like it's on a box that's lower the floor, and I was like, oh right, so they want me to show that because in that film, there's a massive part about her creativity being making videos like what I'm doing right now, and his creativity with his drawing. So it's definitely this is going to be a very very strong message for all twin flames in some way. I feel because whether or not you're already sharing your creativity with others, or sharing it for your hobby for fun, or sharing it as your career, your calling, your job, or a wee bit of all of it, because usually one turns. I help people turn their hobby into a job. That's what I've been doing for the past 10 years. um and but it's the gist is that you can't get to that point if you're not sharing it with anyone. And a lot of the people on my radar, both men and women, I'm really proud to be like the first person that some people had sent their work to in like decades for some, or at least years. So it's really quite a big step for some people to just show something they've created to anyone. So I'm really proud that it's I feel it's got a lot. I can see astrologically, as long as as well as it just being my soul's mission, um with my Venus and Aries in the fifth house, it's all very inner child. So like the biggest part of my work is healing your inner child. But like I always say, my job is like empowering you to empower yourself. So that's why I always guide you to watch the videos yourself. Be guided to the videos that I have channeled to retrieve your inner child parts yourself. See what you're guided to, and you can and again, don't overload it. Again, if you're new and you've got the gist that these shamanic journeys can really help you with that, um, you're not going to become superhuman listening to one every night. If anything, you're just going to make yourself overly emotional, and it'd be hard to kind of ground that. So, once you've watched one, that's fine. Leave it at least 3 weeks, even a month, and then once you're getting used to that part coming back, then maybe listen to another one, and then maybe 418 union, maybe once you've that happened earlier too actually. Once you've watched a few of them and feel stronger within yourself, then it might be time to book a personal session with me if you're even guided to or you feel the need to. And again, that can actually be years in the making for some people to feel strong enough. So don't judge yourself with it. Some people find me instantly, feel a connection, they book a session. 444, the angels have guided those people to do that. I'm actually like that too. I really get a feel for somebody You know, I don't do it everyone. Other people I'll do the same as you. I'll watch for a while and get a feel, but other people I'll just know instantly. They're pulling me up to the wee angels kissing. Actually, I'm going to wait a minute. I'm going to get that because although I've showed it many times before, it feels very poignant with that film I've just watched because they're teenagers. It is really innocent. So that was a fellow mystical high priestess friend of mine got me this, and she because it did remind her of the innocence of how well, just basically how much like she knows how much I love my twin flame, and she thought it was cute, like the inner child sort of part of it. Right, so and also it's worth noting, like I'll say, like one's only got one wing, so this can be like you or your twin flame or the both of you. Like just remember that you know they might look all right from the front, like they've got both wings, but actually that one's got a broken wing. So that could be you or them at different points, or the both of you. Could be man down both times. You both get. Now this is interesting because I picked this up in a personal reading recently, and it actually was totally linked to the person's past life. Like literally, like I was like, I feel like this is a past life, and that totally resonated. So really quite interesting. Like because again, that's just sometimes it's on the floor, sometimes it's kind of. I found it on the beach. He was washed up on the beach, so again, I feel somebody's went through the wars. Now that's usually when I say that I get the tarot. I've got like not even there's nowhere near all of them, but look, there's a few here. Let's actually check. Is the Nine of Wands in there? Oh yeah, look, there's a Nine of Wands already. Right, let's shuffle and see if it comes out. But yeah, I always say Wounded Warrior for the Nine of Wands, so a lot of people do, to be honest. But why did I get pulled to the wee soldier there? Oh my god, wait a minute. Yeah, there's definitely a bit like right. So I'm just realizing other synchronicities. There's definitely something coming in here about whether it's like I don't know, like military, air base, something like that. There's something about uniform here. So whether that is past lives, like the personal I've done recently, or present day, like for you, your twin flame, or anything connected with this, because I'm just realizing like I had loads of connections about soldiers yesterday as well, so weird. Right, but anyway, so the reason I was showing this was because although creativity comes into it in that film, and specifically she's making videos, so really interesting. Uh, I feel I've also been quite creative with how I've pieced together that video, because the first part of it. So if you listen to that after this, don't be alarmed. I sound really upset in the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then I calm down as I'm talking, because that's actually what helps me. That's what grounds me. Um, that's how I transmute it. And most of the time, I'm transmuting collective energy, and definitely right now because the sun is conjunct my Pluto in the 12th house. You know, like that's why I say all the time, like that's why I'm here to help the collective. A huge reason of it, but I have to say that I was personally pulling on my heartstrings there, so it's a mixture of both. But we just have to be a little kinder to ourselves when something's needed to be released there. But it's healthy to have a good cry. I find it very cathartic, and I'm not shy at doing it, and that's why many people have told me over the past decade, really, well, really before that, but just since I've been online, saying how much it's helped them to watch me share my raw feelings and stuff like that. So you're welcome, and if it triggers you, you don't need to watch. And that was really, there are several things that could trigger you with what I recorded earlier, so just be mindful. If you're extra sensitive, you might not want to watch it, especially if you think people being ill or death upsets you. Just don't be watching it. What do we need to know about that? Oh shit. So yeah, of course, you can see there's nowhere near got all 78 cards, but that's still quite a few, and it did come out, so because in the Knight of Cups. So yeah, I really do feel that this is definitely for some of the feminines where you've got somebody coming forward, wanting to bring forward all their love. This was, my favourite Knight of Cups card is in the Lightseer's Tarot, the guy with the roses and the picnicking and all that. But yeah, I feel this person has been through the wars. They've battled to get to you. Yeah, they've been stuck in their head, or they currently are, or this is you. and possibly dealing with like a Queen of Cups in reverse who is put up, yeah, a lot of blocks and barriers. But you're their wish fulfillment, you're their reconciliation, they want to head towards. That's interesting because I did get guided to the golden pineapple, which pineapples mean reconciliation around here because of the teacup deck I've got. So yeah, someone's heading towards a wish fulfillment after facing their shadow. So this person's been going inwards facing their shadow. That's what a lot of people are doing. And oh my god, they really knew what they were doing when they led me to this. Look. So either someone's going through this now, you or your person, or you could have both already moved through this and this is like a union coming in, but look, that's not a great bunch of cards. Betrayal. So this person's had to face their shadow side to do with betrayals. Now they could have done the betrayal, they could have been betrayed, it could be a mixture of both. Been in heartbreak about that, trauma. This can be divorces, separations, just heartbreak in general. Someone's been stuck in their head and they've been facing karma. So my god, that's quite a story, right? So we'll put all them there. Yeah, and if you're not used to me, the fact that I said, oh, I wonder if the 9 of Wands will come out and it came out, it's because God speaks through me, right? I say that nearly all the time, but that's why that happened. I'm just passing on the message. So yeah, there's something about you you releasing, unraveling your creativity here. And again, if you're led to me, my gift is helping you find yours. I would love to help you with that in a personal session. Right, so this is what I used to do on Mediumship Mondays. I used to shuffle these wee bits of paper. Now, what's funny is, look, I wrote this in the back of a to-do list thing. And there's a bit in that film about she loves making lists. Like, look, specifically to-do list. That is just, honestly, my guides blow my mind with the synchronicity. This is every day. I just looked at 114. I just looked at 144 as well when I said that. The thing is, it's the timing, you know, when I get guided to numbers, it's the timing of when I've just said something that is magical of how they do that too. Right, so I'm going to use these bits of paper to direct, I'm getting back to my creativity with the intention behind Mediumship Monday was, if my energy is a bit lower, but I've still got energy to do it, then I'll just see what comes out in this bit of paper, then it'll direct the deck of cards and I'll just channel, see what comes out for 30 minutes or 2 hours or however long it is. Just to be, like I said, I'm an open channel, just to free flow, see what comes through. But bearing in mind that usually when it's Mediumship Monday, there are people's guides come through very strongly. That can happen any day, every day, and it does. Because people, like I always say, I hear at least a couple of times a week. Even if it's people finding videos from ages ago, like, you know, if I'm not putting out that much, but there's usually always a video every day, at least one. But there's usually more than that. People are like, oh my god, that felt like a personal reading. So, and I love that. I love that your guides and angels and ancestors and loved ones can reach you. Somebody's fighting for justice right now. That's interesting because that song at the end of the film is I'm not giving up. Na, 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 Andy Grammer. So you might want to listen to the words to that. But someone's not giving up, and that would be the 9 of Wands as well. And remember, this is past, present, or future as well. And the Sandra joke is, when I used to do this, Twinflame messages used to come out all the time, and that's the only thing that I've got about twin flames. So you can see there's quite a few bits of paper. So we'll see. I've not used these for months. Feels like over 6 months. What have we got? Shadow work, maybe? Oh my god. I didn't see that. I just felt it before I saw it, because they're just wowing you with the clairaudience. So we've got shadow work, and we've got colour healing, and we've got crystal healing. I'm taking that too. Transformational coaching there too. You see, that's what I'm going to get back to doing very soon, actually. Definitely before the year's out. I'm going to be doing some interactive stuff with people on the videos, because I used to love doing that on Facebook. So, well, all in good time. But right. So, not surprised shadow work's come out, because that's what we do in Scorpio season. Crystals, I did actually arrange all these crystals right before starting, so must be important. And then colour healing. And actually, I used my colour cards in the pick a card on the membership. If you're led to join there, we'd love to have you. Thank you for anybody that's joined recently. It's small but mighty, it's growing. Right, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to go and get the decks I want to use, so hang on. But actually, I was going to say put the thought out, but I mean, Oh look, put the thought out and then look what the guided man's to. So yeah, if you put the thought out earlier, but you never know, put the thought out now. That would be really amazing if you only put the thought out as you're doing this and a message comes through. Do it, yeah. They're telling me to say that. Put a thought out now and see that's your twin flame higher self sending you a message, or it's you putting a thought out to your loved ones in spirit, or your twin flame's higher self, or your guides. And then we'll see what comes through. Right, before I get into it, what I've actually just realised is, see what I said about when the sun or the moon, but I don't know, is is in my 12th house. I noticed what always happens is I do serendipitously seem to give like bigger worldwide messages, and the one I've just realised as I was gathering the cards is, you know, I was finding the whole fact that they were wearing masks and needing to stand 6 feet apart. Basically, you know, I wouldn't say triggering, I just found that annoying. Yeah, I suppose it was triggering. Do you know what I mean? Just kind of like, fuck off, do you know what I mean? Because it reminded me of that time when we all had to do that. Well, I didn't, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. But what has horrified me is I was thinking, you know, I wasn't thinking the same because I was like, no, it's new. Like, so they're basing this film off, you know, that time. But the horrifying realisation I've had when I realised it was made in 2019. You know what I'm saying? Because although, and because, you know, they always put truth in the films, they do. You know, if you can either crystal clearly see that, or you can't, and you think it's crazy. Like, there's no two ways about it. The truth is in all the films. Um, but the way that the people could mask that, no pun intended, is the fact that it's like, oh, they're meant to be wearing masks and not touching because of the CF, but like the cystic fibrosis. But actually, it's, if you watch the film, you'll see what I mean. It's actually no different than what people were asked to do, those bits, because you're meant to stand 6 feet apart and wear them. And also, what I did find, that's actually really, really creepy. That's really creepy. Because there's a scene in it when he actually is, they're both wearing material masks. And I don't know about you, but I never saw anybody wearing any type of mask like that before that time. So how's that? Oh God, anyway, that's what I mean. It's not a coincidence anyway. They were showing you what was about to happen. Right, interesting. So, the cards that I've got for the shadow work are the archetype deck. So most of the time I just free flow, see what comes out. Usually tells us about the karmic energy, but we'll just see. And I also got my inner child cards because that had come out about the inner child. Oh, look, the womb. So, could be something about mother healing here, or healing your feminine energy, your ability to receive. I got mother healing at first though, maybe that's why I've got the inner child cards, and my throat chakra just clogged up. So the womb, the mountain, some kind of challenge. What else? The father. Oh my God. So yeah, it'll be different for different people, but there could be mother and father healing going on, or it's just talking about it's being a challenge to balance your feminine and masculine energy, your ability to receive and take decisive action, to receive the love that you deserve. What else? But there's loads of ways that could go. This could also be having issues with a mother and a father. By the way, I would say mum and dad, but it seems to be when I'm doing this, I go into saying that, but it must be because it's written on the card. But or of course, people watching this, you could be like, you know, you could be the mother and you've got an issue with the father of a child or children, several children, or other way about, all different ways. The river, and what does that say? The prayer, and the mother. Wow, the mother and the father. Wow, that's pretty powerful. So now I'm getting as well is that there's healing coming in from the Divine Mother, the Divine Father. And because that's important, because not only do I encourage people to heal their shadow, their inner child, because again, I say this all the time, but just for those of you that are new, every time I do a session, I mean every single time I do a session, when I'm doing like a shadow soul retrieval in particular, well, first of all, it's intense and people's shadows hide, everyone's, just so that you know that. But also it's always a part of the inner child. So do you know what I mean? So even when I'm talking about the shadow a lot, it actually always comes back to the inner child, because I'm here to like basically, that's a huge part of my purpose. Is I think a card came out that said something similar the other day, that like I'm here to help you empower your inner child, because my inner child is empowered now, but like it's because I've taken the time to heal about the wounded inner child parts. Although we all still have fragilities even when we heal them, you know what I mean? But it's like I've healed. Oh yeah, I've healed my feminine and masculine energy. And also because I'm a womb healer, it is trauma specifically that I not only teach other people how to heal your own trauma, but I clear it at the womb. So if you're a woman, if you've ever had a session with me, it's not uncommon that, like, seriously, like the amount of trauma that I can clear, that the guides and the angels and the divine can clear with me, just what it is, it's really unheard of. It's powerful work, which I'm really proud to be able to do for people. And again, it's a lot down. I feel it's a lot down to how much I pray every day for myself and others and this channel. And again, if you want to join the membership, there's space to tell me your specific prayers, but I do pray every day for all of us. But yeah, this womb healer, this is interesting because we were talking about this the other day. If you're new and you've not heard the story, or if you need a reminder of it, it was now I can't remember how many years ago it was, but actually I can. I think it was 5 years ago. But basically, um, I I went through a week of intense pain. It felt like I've never had a hysterectomy, obviously, in this life anyway, but it's like I was in agony. And anyway, the long and short of it was an initiation, which when I researched into this, it's really actually pretty rare. And what the initiation um, was about being a womb healer. And I've said this before, but like to do that kind of work, like if you were going on a course or group work or that costs like thousands and thousands of pounds, because of how life changing it is. So, like I said, although I have got some packages that are in that range, that is the ones that I do for months with people. But my sessions are, you'd be glad to hear, they're not in the thousands, but they are in the hundreds, because it is powerful work and I can actually spend hours and hours and hours with people helping them do this. But it's very intense work. But yeah, it's all centered around clearing trauma, because women, we hold that at our womb, and we not only hold our own trauma, we hold the trauma of our mum, our mum's mum, our mum's mum's mum. You get it, the mother line. So that's why it's very important to heal the mother line. This is all, again, this is all very shamanic, what I'm talking about. So if this is interesting you, generational healing, there's specific DNA strand healing that I can do in a shamanic journey with you. And I kind of put my own spin on it, but also like the biggie session, the crystal clear clarity session that's always there. That's my main session. And although it says it's an hour, it rarely is an hour, so prepare yourself for that. But it's very hard for me to explain what happens. It's part of the mystery, the high priestessness of it. But all I can say is, whenever anybody does, when their guides and my guides kind of guide, I'm saying guide too much, guide that give me the signal that it's time for this person to have that particular session, it changes people's lives. So you'll know that if you've done that with me. But the interesting thing is, there's a part in it where, like, I've said this before, but I think somebody needs to hear this, where basically it's I will get you to empty quite a lot of the traumatic memories, if not all of them. Really, it just depends what you're able to handle. Um, so it can be upsetting, and it's like, but as long as you trust that, basically, like, look, I'm going to see you upset, but it's only me, and you're safe in the compassionate cocoon, a phrase that Charlotte called it after a session once, or a sacred container is what I like to call it as well. Um, and once you do that, we change how you view the situation. So when people will say, "Oh, you can't change the past," like, depends who I'm talking to, or if I was in a conversation, I'll wait until the person's finished talking, and then I'll be like, "Well, actually, that's not true, because I heal timelines, and basically, I do work with the past, the present, the future. It's all happening simultaneously, and in shamanic journeys, we can actually go back, look at the empty room. That always reminds me of someone in hermit mode doing the shadow work, and we did pull shadow work. So, but yeah, we can go back, and we can change the memory, And so, like I said, I mix a bit of everything that I do up. So a bit of that is NLP, a bit of it is hypnotherapy, a bit of it is soul retrieval. Like I said, I'm unique in the fact that everything I do is soul retrieval. So when I showed you that ISIS card the other day that I put up on the community tab, it's called Healing with the Goddess, and it's got soul retrieval on it. That is absolutely 100%. What I do, I work very closely with Goddess Isis and like Mary Magdalene and Lady Portia, to bring in the justice. These are all my main sort of guides, and Saint Germain is Twinflame, Lady Portia. So it's all about clearing karma, past lives, all of that. And really, any of the angels and guides, and any that you can come in, but these are the ones that I feel strongest to. Um, and it really is just, yeah, and I just weave it all in. It's just like you said, it is my own thing. And but it's usually people, I only get guided to do that session with people if you've already had a few sessions with me before, because you really need to be strong enough to be able to do that. There's also things I need to check as well. Like, I don't do that with people if you're like I've said before, anyone that's on any type of medication, like strong antidepressants or that, it doesn't gel well with the work that I do. So it's better to kind of get yourself stronger, um, and we can do further work like that when you're in a more place to be able to handle it. But anyway, bloody blah blah. Someone must need that. It is interesting, because, like I said, I done a session like that recently before I took a wee break, and it is. Having spoke to the person, like, they're already, the thing is what it is I won't, the trauma that you share with me, I won't ever bring it up to you, because it's not wise to do it. But it's actually because we cleared it. It's not uncommon that you won't actually ever think about these bad memories again, because we clear it. And I know that might sound a little bit unbelievable, but genuinely that is what happens. So yeah, the mirror. So I feel someone's twin flame has been triggering this healing. Again, look, as I said, triggering this healing. There could be, tears, a purge going on, specifically because I've been crying most today because of that film. So that could really be going on. Maybe, yeah, look, and that's why they got me get the inner child cards, and why they got me start talking about that for a pool. There's a lot of healing abandonment issues in the collective right now, especially if you cover up that with humour, which, everybody does. Not everybody, but let's face it, you're either that person, or somebody that does it. Like the creator. Look, there's a lot about creative stuff, and it's interesting that there's a paintbrush on here, because, like I said, that was the card at the start. But this is also the creators helping you heal, and from black magic. And so if you're new around here, that's the other thing. The clearing that I do is always clearing black magic, spell work, any kind of toxic energy, heavier stuff that you've been caught up in. Because remember, this can just be where mind games are played on you and all that kind of stuff. I'm always clearing that, so that you can see who your true love is, because this is about passion, desire, and the riddle. Yeah, so I feel some of you have been confused about who a true love is. Look, and wherever you've went to, it's just ended up in a dead end, because it was karmic situations, but it taught you what you needed to. You're moving through the matrix. This feels like a past life. The galactic energies, Palladian, it always reminds me of. And the threshold's always a card for me about someone coming to your door. Yeah, look, I feel you've been clearing all the venomous energy out your life. The village, the fucking village, the toxic village. The vow, you're remembering this vow with your twin flame. You've been going inwards, healing your temple. Somebody could have been literally healing their body there, you know, detoxing. And then there's the notebook card. So this is also a portal card too, because of the wee. I always, again, I always say this, but I always just assuming I can't erase the memory, so I'll be laughing if Sarah's silently watching this too. So it's kind of like she'd noticed the boat, right? Which I was like, oh, it looks like the. I can't remember if I said it or she said it, but I think I think she noticed the wee boat. And I was like, oh, like the notebook, or she said it, but and I noticed this, so we both. It was cool. We both got drawn to different things. But it just reminds you of the notebook. So, you know, like Noah and Ali and romance, and but definitely galactic portals here. So I think this could be talking about the 1111 portal, the offering. Yeah, I feel there's like contact coming because we're in the storm now. I keep saying this, but it is true. You know, I've been channeling about the storm for years, and you know, many other people will bring this through. Like I feel the storm can also be like linked to the event and, you know, twin flames and everything, but it's like we're in it. As far as I'm concerned, we're in the storm now. The storm is sometimes literal in different parts of the world. It's metaphorical and it's energetic. It's about the solar storms too, because again, remember what I just said about where the astrology is hitting my personal chart just now. I seem to channel through bigger messages, right? Like to do with the world. And basically, not only is that quite a big message that I just gave about, think about that if you go and watch that film, it was made in 2019, and look at that. Forgetting the fact that they're saying it's because they're ill with that. I think they were prepping people for what was going to come for everyone, right, at the time. And also it could be, unfortunately, a sign, if I've been guided to watch that, it could be about all of that coming back. But a lot of the collective will be able to see through the bullshit this time. So I will pray for that, with a prayer being in the shot there. But yeah, I really do feel as well that this is about this is the split in the collective going on. You know, the old earth and the new earth. Now, if you've been around the whole time, I've been channeling about um the crumbling of the old earth and birthing the new, and yeah, we're in it basically. So yeah, all these things about the storm is, oh yeah, that's why I was saying that. So you'll see on the community tab, I'd shared that I got guided to watch. I didn't really pay attention, but it was a film about solar storms that were affecting all the communication, like, you know, the internet and the phones, and basically any, you know, businesses. It's basically, remember that happened not long ago, where it affected all the banks and everything like that. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that's going to happen quite soon. Now remember, this is timeless, but definitely because we're now in the run up to the 19th of November of Pluto, the last of Pluto and Capricorn. It is the old structures dying off. So I'm just saying, you know, the fact that I keep pulling the cards about the storm, and that I was watched that film about the solar storm. It was just kind of interesting. Right. Anyway, so let's pull. Actually, they want me to read. Let's read the storm. Actually, they want me to read that. Where is it? Take a mindful moment, guys. I love when the mother and the father comes out. That always feels really special. I mean, obviously, it's not different things to different people, but it does feel like really beautiful healing coming in. Where is it? What am I looking for? The storm. I'm gonna need to pause it. I don't know where it is. Right, I found it. 200. Well, nearly found it. 200. See that? So because I'm channeling it and it's 33 minutes to that is Jesus, forgiveness energy. Someone's having a come to Jesus moment, spiritual awakening. Look, as I'm reading this card, by the way, meaningful obliteration and annihilation when light. That's when it's light. If that's when it's light, imagine what it is when it's dark. When dark, meaningless disorder and dysfunction. Go deeper. The tornado scene in The Wizard of Oz writes the man watching. Wow. The chaos, the whirlwind, the disorder. So this feels like a tower moment. Possessing an energy much like the... I didn't know I was going to say that. Possessing an energy much like the tarot's tower card. The storm undoes all that is. Everything that was solid, known, and relied upon is stripped away by the winds of fate. This is what's happening to the masculines whenever this happens, whether it's already happened, happening now, or it's going to... The ground becomes the sky becomes the centre, and the centre disappears. The storm is a great equaliser. No matter how far we've come on the path, no matter our age, wealth, and wisdom. We can't hide from its savage winds. This disturbing hills stir anxiety, make it impossible to see and think straight. You must wait it out. If you try to fight the storm, you will lose. A better option is to seek temporary shelter and a reliable friend. When all else fails, go within. There, for a moment, you settle into the eye of the storm. Yeah, and what I really do feel about that is you can't avoid the inevitable towers if you've been doing that. So, I mean, different things for different people. Right, give us an inner child card. So, keeping in mind, this is shadow work, so I might get some more shadowy cards, but I can see why they led me to the inner child cards there. Especially with Mars being in Cancer there, and it's, Mars is action and Cancer is the mother family, so it is about a lot of mother healing. Oh, that card's not meant to be there. Honour your feelings, Moon and Pisces. Obviously it is meant to be there for someone, but so yeah, it's time to honour your feelings. Be true to who you are. That makes me want to sing that Jessie J song. Be true to who you are. Yeah, I can't remember the lyrics. Oh my god! In the eye of the storm, seeing is believing. That's got something about being in the eye of the storm. Oh god, that's weird. Again, it's not. It's the guide speaking through me. Be true to who you are. Fear will not stop you from shining. Right, so this is a shadow work that you need to do, you are doing, or you will do, if this connects with you. Safety, identity, and connection are all beautiful aspects of life that we crave to know and have. Sometimes in our search for these treasures, we can lose touch with ourselves along the way. The fear of not being a part of a collective or of not finding the connections we need to feel safe can lead us to betray who we really are. So that's definitely when I said about those of you or us or, that can hide behind comedy to feel safe. Again, I really, it's a bit of a sweeping statement to say everybody does it at some point, but I really do actually feel most people do that at some point. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you might know some people that don't, but doesn't mean you do it all the time. But there's definitely some people that do it all. At one point in my life, I did do it all the time, whereas now, I do still do it at some points, but like I can also have very serious conversations, when it comes to my own life or listening to other people's. Obviously, I can with my work, but it's but I can in my personal life too. So, but at one point I wouldn't have been able to. You see, so that's what soul retrieval does. It makes you stronger and more able to handle life, basically. We may choose to mould ourselves to existing patterns of expectations of the people around us, and in doing so, miss out on the unfolding of our true self. So, wow, see how the mother and father now has a different meaning. I do feel definitely either, at least somebody watching this, male or female, you've had an issue with a mother or a father, or a mother and a father, or, it could even just be a generational curse or a pattern of behaviour, which is meant we don't talk about our feelings, we stuff them down. Obviously, it's not said like that, but, stop talking about your feelings, and unfortunately, that a lot of people resonate with that. If you've pulled this card, then there may be an aspect of yourself or your inner child that has been betrayed in order to be accepted by someone or something. Reflect on any activities, actions, and people or places or items that you might have once loved but have since given up for someone or something else. So, wow, you see, I feel that could be some of you that are around the wrong people, whether it be romantically, friendships, or family. You could have given up something that you really enjoy, like creatively, because other people frown upon it. Like, I've shared before when it comes up that it's like there's definitely been key moments in my life when I've felt the more sort of unspoken energy of, like, just people being a bit kind of like, what is she doing? You know what I mean? And that's when I did actually have to break away and totally just go for it and do my own thing. So that's what I'm feeling here. It's like either someone's directly saying, what are you doing that for? Or they're giving that energy, and it's like, but get around your soul family, because you know what I mean? It's when you're doing what's fun and creative, especially if you're a twin flame watching this, you're meant to be thriving and shining and playing and sharing your gifts, you know what I mean? So don't be around people that are just helping you to repeat karmic lessons that keep you stuck, because that's the thing, when it comes to twin flames, a lot of people will talk about how the karmic energies are stopping you from going to your twin flame and the love. But actually, in truth, the karmic energies in people's life are actually stopping them from expressing their own creativity and their creative gifts. Like, they're stopping you full stop. So it's not all about stopping you being in love, although that's bad enough. You know what I'm saying? It's sabotaging you. So it's like, once you see that, you can't unsee it. Why would you want to be around people that don't want you to do well? It kind of seems obvious once you see, doesn't it? Once you've found this lost love thing, take steps today to bring it back into your life. But I feel the once lost loved thing is a part of your inner child. That's really deep. So, maybe someday listen to this. If you've not listened to one of my shamanic journeys on the channel, I strongly advise you to actually, if you're thinking about doing a live session with me, or even a pre-recorded one, I always ask that somebody watch one of the journeys first and let that integrate, and then we'll have a session, especially if you're not used to soul retrieval, because it does change your life when you start doing this stuff for the better. But it can make, like you said, it's not wise to listen to loads of, like, listen to a journey and then do a session and, do too much, because you'll just be a big blubbery mess, and you need to get through life. So you've got to do it in balance. Allowing yourself to come back home to who you are can be an overwhelming process and is best done with gentle kindness. And there we go, that's what I was just saying. I didn't know I was going to say that. Ask yourself, your inner child, if you have been untrue to yourself in some way. If so, how can you use your voice to be true to who you are today? And again, they're singing the Jessie J song at me. It just, seeing is believing. It's okay not to be okay. Well, that's really interesting, because it's really interesting the fact that the other video I've done today starts with me bawling my eyes out at the film. Because it's, sometimes I don't want to put ones out like that, right? Not because of me, like, I'm okay with it, but it's because I'm going to put in the comments, like, some people, you might start commenting before you've watched the whole thing, and it's important that you watch the whole thing so that you see that I calm down, because it's like life, like the amount of people that panic when somebody starts crying, and then that's when you can get people that are like, stop crying, or and it's none of that's helpful. If somebody's crying, let them cry, you know what I mean? Whether it's a kid, an adult, a woman, a man, it's often to do with your own discomfort, so it's wise to sort of look at that. Right, deep stuff. What have we got out of this cards? I'll just do one more for the shadow stuff. I'm kind of wanting to put these cards for the thumbnail. My intuition flows whenever I am still, heeding inner guidance. So yeah, very good to do that in Scorpio season. Meditate, tune into your feelings. Honor your feelings is the best words, like that card actually. Soothing impatience. There is nothing to do but wait. Oh, so there's something coming through about waiting. Unhooking the past. I feel that's about unhooking yourself from karmic situations. There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. Uncovering confidence. And you see that, I feel that's about uncovering confidence with sharing your creativity. If you've been around people that don't let you do that. You know what, I'm going to use, now these are cards if you're asking about stuff to do with soul purpose and calling and stuff, I'll usually get guided to use these. But so this isn't going to be for everyone, but I feel somebody out there really needs this. Let go. Wow, these are things about career calling, by the way. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. And look what I just said about walking away from people that don't, like, they basically don't allow you to feel safe with your creativity. They might even call you too sensitive. Oh my god. So again, only you're going to know who that is in your life, but you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. That is such a powerful message, because like I said, these cards are actually about, aren't they though? Yeah, they are. Yeah, talk to your angels. That keeps coming through as well. Instead of worry and ask for divine guidance, and that's what I'd said for people to do. Like, put a message at your guides, loved ones, and spirit. What I said with that. Oh, it fell on the ground there. Oh, it fell on the ground. Can't see it. Somebody could be on the floor crying. I meant to say praying, and I said crying and praying. I just got an image of that. I do that fairly often, by the way. Like, but most of the time when I fall to the ground, like, and I don't mean like boo-hoo crying, I mean like, those silent tears. I quite often fall to the ground on my knees praying, thanking God for what I could already feel coming. So quite deep, isn't it? But I do that. I've actually, like, like, that's why I'm so passionate about my creativity on here. I've had moments like that many a time where I've found general things over the years that resonate so strongly that I've done that. So that's why I know how important it is that, you know, how much my stuff could connect with people too. So, yeah, look, I just thought that, yeah, it is. This is the one with work stuff. So it's interesting that none of the work stuff's coming out because it did when I done a personal recently. But that's exactly what I just said because it's the guy speaking through me. You need to let go of the people. You need to make changes accordingly where people are not, they're not supporting your sensitivity is a beautiful gift, right? And we need to honour it. That's why I say that all the time. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive. I'm like one of the most sensitive people you could ever meet. It's just if you've not healed enough of your own trauma, you might not view me like that. Like some people can view me as very intimidating, but that would only be if you haven't actually healed enough to be able to, you know, see that I'm here to help empower you. It's that, and that's why I share that all the time. It's, you know, it's complicated, but like you, if you haven't healed enough of your own trauma, you will actually have a very, very distorted view of others. Like the mirror that you see back, if you're heavily traumatized, will be completely different from what somebody that didn't have as much trauma would see. And that's why, you know, they're flashing up. When I was watching Big Brother the other night, this girl was just like, wow, like she was shouting and she was getting very aggressive. The funny thing is, right, I'm like, I bet she's an Aries. Like, it honestly, like, if you can take the astrology banter, it honestly looked like an Aries arguing with a Libra because they're opposite signs, right? Because they get, although I get her because obviously I'm an Aries, but like I said, I'm not actually typical of most Aries, right? I am in the sense of I'm very confident at, I'm actually not just very confident in my work. Actually, I'm actually very confident if you know, I'm confident in other areas of my life. Like basically, I'm secure within myself. I'm securely attached, and I've worked through all the codependency, and you know, I've healed my massive feminine energy. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. Like I am still. That's equally true. I am still equally very sensitive. But what I'm saying is, depending on who I'm around, I'm going to seem extrovert or introvert. Like I'm in big groups, I don't tend to be a big, massive talker or anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm not what I'm like when I'm on the channel because I'm on a platform, you know, like that's like what I'm there to do. But yeah, it's all about how safe you feel. So however that speaks to you, I got distracted by the neighbour coming in the door. Why did I pick this up? The night, oh my god, I should have said it. I knew I picked this tarot deck because that was going to come up because I basically bought the deck because I loved that picture. So look, this is the Knight of Cups came out that other deck, but this is such an interesting. This is a twin flame. This is like all the twin flames that are, like I said, the ones that are close to coming into some kind of contact. You've only got eyes for each other. Like, and the lovers is a choice, but again, this particular lovers card, they are looking right into each other's eyes. It's like the one on the lights here, because like I said before, this deck is scarily similar, but they're equally beautiful here. So there could be something in that. There really could be something in that, right? That this could be one of these situations where someone has needed to make a choice about two people that are equally beautiful, but this person has made their choice. And, you know, all their love. And again, I think if there was any games played in the past, because this is a chessboard, this person's made their move or they're making their move and they're choosing their person. And then I cut out the Two of Cups. So this is all the divine lovers, the twin flame couples coming into union. The thumbnail options. Right, wow. Beautiful. Yeah, King of Wands, making journeys, new beginnings, after healing, resting. You've got everything inside you to make that move. It's just a lot of the Queen of Wands, a lot of the, well actually that won't be a mistake. A lot of right, basically this is a divine masculine, right? So some of the divine masculine are men obviously, but also you could be like a woman too. So I think that's why I said Queen of Wands there, but a lot of the divine masculines are ready to take a move towards somebody that they're anticipating being in a Queen of Swords, like having their boundaries up. But look at that. She does not look like she's not got a sword at all. The Queen of Swords normally has a sword, funnily enough. She's got her shamanic drum, looking very shamanic. I said shamanic too much. Scorpio season is about shamanic energy, and obviously I'm about shamanic energy all the time on this channel, but I really do feel that's really going to speak to those of you that connect with shamanic energy in that way too. But really what I'm getting from that is there's a passionate man coming towards you if you're this woman, and but change man and woman, but to stay in with the channel. And this woman has not got a sword. She looks open to listen to what this man has to say. And this man has all his shit together. So this is basically, if you are this man, you'll get to this point at some point if you're not there already, after you heal, or maybe you've done that already. So that's for you to know and how it connects with you. Because yes, you're putting behind you a broken heart. So remember, again, this is 3 swords again from a different deck. Trauma, heartbreak, separations, divorces. Doesn't even need to be separations of romantic. This could be like family fallouts and friendships. But yeah, someone was needing to heal, but they've done that by the time it gets to this point. And yeah, I'm going to put these away because really the cards that I wanted to come out there have come out. So maybe something's going to go the way you want it, or even better. Stay open, right? What was the other ones? Color healing and crystal healing. Right, so let's just kind of get that, and then so I'm just going to do a quick fire few. I'll put them there so I don't forget. Because the thing is, I bet you all it'll be is that one of these crystal cards and one of these color cards are going to be exactly what somebody needed if you put your thought out there at the start of this, or when I put a post up. So I'm going to do a few quick fire. This is to answer someone in the spirit world wants to give an answer to one of your questions about healing, probably. Angels of healing are with you. And if I didn't say that bit, I'm always emitting healing prayers, healing energy while I'm filming anything. It's just how I choose to emit my healing frequency out there, though. So I don't know why I said though, but yeah. So cutting the cords of any pain of anybody watching this, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. Calling in Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael for protection, Archangel Raphael for healing. Time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light will enhance your strength. So I'm sending you that love and healing, or a loved one in spirit. Or a loved one in spirit. I feel a loved one in spirit is really around you, healing you as well. But what I meant to say, but there's no mistakes around here, is I feel that is for a loved one around you that needs healing. For some of you, oh my god, wow. Creepy cool. Your loved ones are safe. Yeah, that's definitely for someone's loved one. Extra points if someone's 41 or something. That doesn't need to be a thing though. Or 2. So again, if there's any children that are melanin and adults, anyone sending healing. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I'm looking after them. Yeah, so that's powerful. There's angels, there's guides, there's loved ones in spirit overseeing somebody that needs healing right now, or a close loved one around you that needs healing. So take that message if it resonates. And I'm absolutely keeping people in my prayers. I feel there is a child of somebody watching this right now that isn't well. Possibly could be a little boy, because I'm being guided to a little boy on one of these cards over there. That could actually be one of the men's inner child too, actually. But just however it all sort of resonates. Or all of the men that are watching, it could be a part of your inner child. It really it could fit anyway. Right, watch somebody else's. Wow, love it. Yeah, see, this is what I mean about in that film, if you decide to watch it, but if you don't, just generally, it is about, the guy says to her, like, oh yeah, I just draw cartoons, and what he says is believable, but I knew it was going to be that he could draw like really serious, beautiful portraits as well, and is what happens. And it's like, so I feel this could really speak to you if you are specifically like that, like if you draw or you paint and you're not sharing it with anyone. It's about kind of like, it might be time to start sharing it with people, or even thinking about converting your hobby into a career. And like I said, this is what I'm passionate about, helping people with. My gift is helping you find yours. Step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. Now, it doesn't need to be specifically drawing or painting. It's just, that's what it is, and that she's making videos and he's making artwork. So, twin flames are very creative. So, let's see. Yeah, oh my god. Wow, and I have to say this is for a man. I'm feeling it very strongly. It can also be for the masculine energies that are men, right? To be honest, this could even be for some of the men divine feminines or female divine feminines, but I'm just strongly feeling male energy. But that's so powerful to get these cards together. Step into the spotlight and be a light to others. And I've had that combination before. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. So, like I said, take that message however it resonates. But I feel there's one of the men that were asking something there. So it doesn't mean if you're a woman and that resonates, take it absolutely. It's how the words hit you. It's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved and you'll be able to look to the future with a smile. So I feel November's important there because I was or 11 o'clock at night or in the morning because I was drawing the 11 there. Right, somebody else. That's so amazing when those cards come out together. So don't settle for less. See how that fits with the collective message about, letting go of people that are treating you like, well, not very well. Like, like you're not worth more than whatever. It just basically, if you've not been treated great, that's what it feels. You're a child of the divine and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. Yeah, so basically unhook yourself from the past if there's people around you that make you feel like all you deserve is the bare minimum from friendship, lovers, or family, or all of it. Yeah, because and that look, this I could feel it. Like this is a blessing in disguise if there's a tower moment happening to pull you away from people that don't appreciate you. Be patient and have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare to dream. So again, I feel you've been playing it small, either in a love relationship, friendship circle, or being around family that treat you like crap. And I do feel it's definitely something like there's something in there today about people holding you back from your creative talents. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. Yeah, trust in this divine purpose is on the back there. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you're in the path of growth. I feel like this is definitely those of you in masculine energy that are going. So if you're not going through turbulent changes with, I feel like family and friends or breaking up with lovers, this message might not be for you. But I'm feeling this is definitely going to speak to people that you're going through a tower moment now, or it might be an omen that is coming, and but it's only because you're keeping yourself around people that are not like they're not learning. They're not learning their lessons. They're keeping you stuck. And I feel this is something you would know. You've already got clarity on this. Bear in mind, my main session is literally called, and it has been called that for years, crystal clear clarity. So I feel you could have even gained this clarity through what I teach and talk about on the channel here, or you could have just come across this tonight and it's just extra clarity. But I feel it's like you know that your peace will come and walking away from whoever it is that's trying to hold you back. Right, I'm going to read, and then I opened the book up at Take Action and Self-Love. Like, yeah, so this is a message that would make sense to you. You know that you're being guided to move away from karmic cycles that keep you stuck. I'm feeling friendship groups now too. I'm just getting loads of downloads of some heart healing. You've been healing your heart. Right, wait a minute. What do I want to read here? I think I want to read Clarity, because I only just recently found this book. Right. Don't think I've had this for years and I don't think I've ever read this book, like I probably will have when I first got it, like, but again, I don't mean like cover to cover, because I just don't do that with my cards. I just was always told that it told me back. So right, Tanzanite, if I want to I would, but but I felt really guided to. It's got some good spreads in it, actually. Bedtime reading, 153. So Tanzanite clarity. So the crystals are fluorite. Fluorite's a really good crystal for actually for mental clarity. Yeah, it's a good one for studying and that too. And scololicite, I can't even say that. Range of translucent to opaque purplish blues and its fur dye. So yeah, again, someone could crystal clearly see. This exquisite crystal assists in cleansing and opening the third eye chakra, expanding your awareness and creating a deep sense of clarity. The deep violet hues of the tanzanite penetrate deeply in your psyche, awakening intuition, spiritual sight on a very deep level. Place this crystal in your third eye and breathe this potent medicine into your chakra. It's time to see clearly and feel a sense of clarity in your world. So like I said, don't make it yours if it's not yours. I feel this would be confirming something that you've already been getting all the signs about. Opens you your spiritual wisdom, sharing this knowledge from the heart healing we saw as well. Opens and activates third eye chakra, enhancing clarity, vision, and imagination, assists in communicating with higher aspects of the self, creating a deep knowing and wisdom, allows you to see with clarity. You've called this powerful card into your existence today to share with you the essence of clarity is now upon you. When you attain clarity, you gain to see things exactly how they are with no confusion or delusion. Notice how this has come out for it. This is actually for everyone because this is again what this channel is all about, helping you get crystal clear clarity. Clearing the black magic, the spell work, the confusion, the lies, anywhere where deception has kept you stuck about who you are or who you're meant to be with, or a bit of all of it for everyone, or how powerful you are. It's all coming to light. Clarity can bring many blessings, allowing you to see deeply into situations and experiences and receive direction, wisdom, and knowledge. If you've been feeling a sense of confusion, of not being able to see through the fog of the mind, again, that would be a spell, black magic. You would need to book a personal session if you feel guided to, and I'd be able to clear that for you. I'm going to put some of the reviews below. Again, it'd be great actually if I've done any of that with any of you recently or anything like that, it'd be quite good to, or if if you felt like you've really had a clearing through, even like through the channel, because that, in fact, I'm going to put that review of one that somebody put from watching like one of the ones on the channel. But anyway, some good reviews, good reviews, but just just some honest reviews basically about specifically if you felt completely confuzzled, confused about something, or we identified it was a spell or a curse or a hex or something, and how you feel now. If it's been, after the 3 weeks, that would be really helpful to get some more reviews about that. But I'll put whatever I'm guided to below, probably about creativity and all the things that have come up here. Tanzanite is shining its meds. Wait a minute, did I read that bit? Mind fog. Know it's time to come to an end and clarity is here. Tanzanite is shining its medicine in your third eye. Open, receive this powerful energy. And again, I can really feel a very powerful activation coming through as I'm channeling this. So if you're feeling tingling energy at your head, as if you've got one of these massager things on your head or something, that's the guides and the angels. I can feel a lot of Arcturian angel, actually. Angels and Arcturians, I meant to say, they're really coming through quite strongly. I might go and get some of those cards to see, but I can feel them anyway, like they're coming in to bring the light code activations for people. Feel it opening your chakra and bathing you in the essence of clarity. It's time to see clearly into situations that may have been clouding your judgment as you connect deeply with your own intuition and guidance. The time of confusion is over, and the divas, the divas are shining the violet light of the tanzanite your way. Now, what's really interesting is I don't mention in every video, I mention it when they guide me to it, about how strongly I work with the Saint Germain, the Violet Flame, and Lady Portia, and that violet light is definitely what. Again, I transmute the violet flame in every video. It's in my frequency, but that is coming through very strongly right now about letting go of these karmic confusions, basically, is what I'm hearing. Illuminating your path so you can see clearly again. Ask that the light transmutes all your confusion and mind clutter, which again, I have to stress, that is what every single intention of every video is that you watch on here. Even if it's not your story, by the way. Feel it moving out your aura, leaving you feeling radiant, cleansed and clear, and enjoy the clarity that is now manifesting in your life. Wow. God, I felt like a minister in a church bringing through that message or something. It's quite hard to explain. I just felt the energy like pouring through me. Right, I'm going to wait a minute, I'll just pause this. Right, so there's a whole bunch. There's Syrian, there's Arcturian, there's Palladian. So if it doesn't come out, I felt like Arcturian. I've already mentioned Palladians, but I felt Arcturians helping with that. So what do we need to know? Stepping stones, take the next step, let go of the old paradigm. I mean, you just cannot. I mean, do we just keep it simple and use that as a thumbnail? I'm just going to hold that. Wait a minute, I can press the thing to take the picture now. that really fits, especially if you're been questioning about whether to step away from unhelpful karmic people. What does that say? Divine Creation Code Starborn Architects. Oh my god, what the fuck? What does that word mean? Devas. That's what. I'm actually mind blown. Wait a minute, I need to Google that because that's. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look at. Wait a minute. That's the same word that was just in the other book. Oh, I've kind of thought I should have just tapped in because that's what came up before. But what it means is, in Hinduism, devas are celestial beings associated with various aspects of the cosmos. Devas such as Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva from the Hindu trinity. So Shiva and Shakti, twin flames. But I think it's saying it means shiny, exalted, heavenly being, divine being, anything of excellence. So a diva person. It's basically, yeah, someone with a lot of power. Now it's saying, oh, there's lots of different ones, right? Okay, that's just anyway. So I feel divine heavenly beings, whatever that is meaning to you. So, but that was quite interesting. Do we want one more from there? What do I need to do now? Pull up a colour card. So I hope you got an answer to something you put out to your guides or your loved ones in spirit. If you didn't in this one, check out the other Mediumship Mondays or from ages ago, even from years ago, because you really should actually, especially like with some of the messages that I've given that have came through in this, right? There's definitely ones from years ago that were really powerful that you see you might not have been subscribed or watching yet. So definitely go back and see some of these messages might be for you. I'm tempted again to see some of the males that are listening. For some reason, the messages really seem to be for the males today. Purity. It's probably got something to do with the fact that in that film, you know, he was hiding his talent. Well, and what's really, spoiler alert, but what's really sad is everybody sees how beautiful it is when he's gone. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, again, it reminds me of like Nikola Tesla or something. Like, people only get celebrated once they're dead. Oh my god, look, right, this is big energy. So remember when I was sharing all the ones, not yesterday, but the day before, it was all the Divine Masculine cards kept coming out, right? On Saturday it was, wasn't it? Just when I was tidying up, I just kept picking up cards about Divine Masculine. And here's another one. So the Divine Masculine is rising a big, big way in the collective right now. You're pure, open your spiritual eyes. Look, that's about somebody is definitely, I feel, done a lot of inner soul work, and but I mean it's the inner child healing, and you can now crystal clearly see something because you are the Divine Masculine. Again, you've either been healing an inner child part or there's something about an actual child here. You are the enlightened masculine potential new earth. So that's definitely going to fit with a whole load of men that are watching this. Where you're stepping into this divine masculine energy, having went through the rebirth, the come to Jesus moment. Yeah, and it's time to seek your reward. Synchronicity, all the synchronicities will be hitting you. This will be one of them. Opportunities and divine timing open to change divine outcomes. Right, he's going in the he's going in the thumbnail. Fuck's sake, that thumbnail's going to be a bit overload. Right, let's get this card now. Right, so give us a colour card to end it with, I think. Oh, wait a minute, let's pull one of these. What else do we need to know? Oh, it's a bit, what's this? In every moment of life, you should be what you ought to be. Yeah, I can see how that fits. You should be what you ought to be. You should be who you want to be. So if people aren't letting you be who you want to be, there's something wrong with that. A relaxed mind is a creative mind. There we go with the creativity again. So maybe some of you need to meditate, get still. I feel it's because a lot of you, if you get still and you tune in, you could have strong mediumship abilities. And again, I would love to support you with that with my coaching. Like I always say, I tend to really only do the coaching of like your psychic gifts and that once I know that I like to do that with people that have already done the therapy with me, because then I know you've got a good foundation to sort of build upon. But But it's not like I wouldn't, if you really wanted to do that and you feel you've got a really strong sense of self and I'd have to assess it. And yeah, I'm not kidding. I have and I would turn people away if I felt like there's no point doing that, developing that work if you need to build the strength within yourself, which is why I always talk about counselling before, um, the psychic gifts really. Everlasting impact with compassion and kindness is called love. So beautiful. And that's really what I got from, that's what really touched me today with that film, is they've fallen in love with each other, but it was really about the friendship. And what was so tragic about it was, and I knew it before it even got, it's just obvious watching the film what the point is we're all, oh my God, and that again, going back to a creepy world message. We did all learn that over that period of time was, you thought that you could be hugging people and, well, let's face it, you thought you could be hugging who you want when you want, or having consensual sex when you want, and all of that was taken away. Well, I'm sure there was breaking the boundaries there, but do you know what I mean? It's all the things that you took for granted were taken away. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's so creepy. That film was 2019. It's like when I found films about like breakouts and viruses and that, and it's like ones from like 2012 and 2013 and shit like that. Again, scarily similar. Oh, anyway, there's quite a few. It just reached 111, new beginnings and alignment. What card have we got to close this out? Thank you for tuning in. If you want to book a personal session, I will be back to live Zooms from next Tuesday. So whatever date that is, I will have a wee look. It is the 20 today. So yeah, say from about the 5th of October, I should be available for Zoom sessions if you want to get on the list ahead of time. Otherwise, you can book an unlisted 15-minute or upwards energy reading. It is not just a card reading. Nothing I do ever is. I weave in bits of coaching, the fact that I'm a therapist, but you can't call it therapy. But side note, people have said it's like therapy watching the video, because people feel like that about the public ones. But yeah, it's a lot of light code activation and energy clearing. So and basically, that's what I loved about it, that the person that I done that for had put out her questions to her guides, and everyone was answered, or most. I think she said everything that she asked was answered. So, and that included an eclectic mix of like a lot of past life stuff came through, just a lot of clarity basically. Because again, that's what I give people. That's why it's all come out here as well. So maybe there's a lot of new people that are tuning in, because I seem to be talking like it's, I don't know, I can just tell when there must be. Right, so we've got jade here, but then take action. So, and again, that's a crystal as well. So let's see, 13. So, take action. Jade is a colour of serenity, tranquility, love, and nurturing. It helps to create, this is also very heart chakra colours. It helps to create balance, harmony, and self-sufficiency. Jade helps you to release negativity from your mind and stimulates ideas. It makes what is complex seem simpler and doable. It is a cleansing colour. Allow jade to help you take action and make your life easier. Whatever you've been putting off, just do it. Let go of any excuses and take action. Right, I'm sorry, but there's quite a few cards here about taking action. Think of what you love and surround yourself and what you want with a jade green light. Say to yourself or listen to these words: I can do this. It's easy. The universe supports my goals and dreams and makes them manifest into physical reality. And the thing is I'm also noticing there's a 13 on this card. 13 is divine feminine energy, the goddess energy. Also, the 13th of November is right around the just before coming into the full moon in Taurus on the 15th of November, which is about manifestation. So, yeah, and one of the ones I just shared on the membership there, I'd actually filmed it around the new moon in Taurus 6 months ago, and I was guided to publish it on the membership. Oh no, wait a minute, have I? Forget that. I think I actually then was guided not to. So maybe they're making me hold that back until around then, actually, or it could be later because there was different reasons why not to yet. But like I said, But yeah, so it's just interesting. I think the point is that there's because I've ended up publishing another one, but it could be that they want me to just actually wait until then. But basically, the point is that seeds that were planted around 6 months ago about things you wanted to come to fruition could end up coming to fruition, around the time of watching this, or like I said, everything's timeless. So I feel because I mentioned the goddess there, a guiding me the goddess Kali card. So significant inner shifts are taking place. Energies are beginning to move in new ways. You may feel that resolution is hard to pin down at this time. Lean into unfamiliar territory and boldness tempered by patience. So there's that take action again. Be bold and take action. You'll become capable of many things on many levels that you were not capable of accomplishing previously. You shall arise a fresh path. It's signified. Yeah, and actually I feel guided to remind you that if you join I think it's the second level up, but just check because I'm pretty sure that's what I put. But I'm going to be running my famous, that's not famous, but my challenge I've ran a few times, my Fuck It Let's Go challenge, which is about basically taking action. So it's very in line with what I just said there. I didn't even mean that, my guys did though. And also they led me to the Aries symbol, which is also about taking action. So there's a lot here about taking action. So if you were asking about do I need to take action, there's a big screaming messages to yes, take action. Yeah, but currently as it stands, like I'm most likely I'm not going to run it if we need a few more people to join on that level for it to be able for me able to do it. But I don't think I was going to do that until the 17th. So I mean we're only on the 28th right now, so I'll assess it near the time. But anybody that is on that level, if I don't end up doing that, I will do something do anything. I'll do anything. I will do something else in place of that. But I would really love to be able to run the challenge. And like I said, I'm guided to trial running it in the membership rather than in public, because to be honest, when I've ran it in public before, there was literally only like 2 people that were taking part in it, and it really needs to be like it needs to be people encouraging each other and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? It's yeah, I got through it and it was great that it was actually they're guiding me. It was a happy success for the people that done it in public, and I'm sure there were people doing it quietly too, but like it stopped loads of basically when I've done. Oh my god, look at this! I'm going to use those cards. When I've done that and when I've done it in Facebook groups and that, like it helps so many people stop playing it safe and basically take action with their creative endeavors. And people will now have successful businesses and stuff, basically. And a lot of it, the catalyst for it, or a big part of it, will have been getting over their fear and my challenges. So I'm like so proud of that. And I really hope that anybody that got anything out of it, even if it's people that are off my basically, because I wouldn't say all, but a lot of the people that got help with that are actually kind of off my radar now, because people's energy change. I rise and basically like the phoenix that much that my energy changes, that I do just it's people go moving different ways and stuff. But like you said, I'm really proud of that I was able to help people with that part of their journey. So I genuinely hope you're all doing really well. What about creativity? Fear. Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah, that's why they're chucking these out. It helps you, because this card is about facing your fears. It helps you say, fuck it, let's go. That's why I called it that. Because you are deserving. A lot of people actually chose to focus on self-love, but it's just some people choose on anything they want to manifest, or like enhancing their psychic gifts, or people that go back and forth. Look, they're telling you procrastination. But I said that weird, but if you're going back and forth about an idea or going towards look, getting support with something you need support with, being held back by friends and colleagues, or needing to be guided to, mentors, back and forth. They're just telling you, like, so, yeah. If we get enough people on that level, we will run that. I'll be excited. If we're doing it, we'll just assess that at the time. I'm just trying to find where are I got out the habit of using my scriptures, but I want to, there they are. I'm going to end it on one of them because I'd like to begin it again with them. But right, let's pull one of these. Your soul will fight. Oh wow! So that kind of just said something like that, didn't I? Did I say it? I said it in my head if I didn't say it out loud. Your soul will find those you're meant to experience life with. Again, so there's a huge message coming through on this about if you are being guided to move away from unhelpful people that don't support you, your dreams, goals in life, who you want to be with, who you want to spend time with. These are not the kind of people you want to be with. You know, it's like, it's not helpful. Your soul will find those who you're meant to experience life with. You're never alone in the world, or the universe itself. Even if you feel that you're waiting for another person to come into your life to complete you, the wise old spirit sages are reminding you that the human journey is short and impermanent compared to your spirit life. Again, so in line with what I said on the other video about, you know, again, it's so cheesy to say life is short, but seriously, whenever, you know, something happens in your own life, in real life, it reminds you of that. But I really get hit in the heart when I watch films like that too, because that is happening in real life to some people. And like I said, you know, there was a mixture of emotion whirling around in me when I filmed that earlier, because I have worked in a hospital with 6 children. You know, I've been in places where this is real life, you know. So it's, although that was just a film, that was really reminding me when I worked there. So, you know, I'm sure there's lots of people that you could resonate. Like, there could be people that have worked in hospitals yourself, or unfortunately, you know, you could have had an ill child yourself, or been around, you know what I mean? There's loads of ways that this could resonate. So when you find contentment in yourself, a light will shine in the universe, and it will be noticed by those who are naturally attracted to you. Be at peace with yourself now, and the right connections will join you soon. Oh, there's that word again, peace. And look what's still sitting there. Peace. Ah, look what's behind it. Soul connection, crystal, lovers. Oh, for God's sake, now we've got balance as well. Oh, you're kidding. Right, this is hilarious. Look. I love these cards. I say this every time I use them. Balance, lovers, take action. You're protected. You might want to get a bit of black tourmaline if you don't already have that, because it's... God, there's so many thumbnail options. Where did I get to? Remember, on a personal journey through each life, many individuals will cross your path, some good for you and others bringing difficulties for you to overcome. That has been what all of this has been about. Gordon coming through the message again. This part of your journey is about lessons, not right or wrong. Look closely at the people you've attracted thus far and learn to accept your life lessons and grow because of them. God, that's actually really deep with what I was just saying about people that I've helped learn, you know, basically learn things, like basically me learn from them learn from me, and tough lessons as well, you know, because it is difficult when you've been close with someone for a long time and then they're not in your life anymore. But, you know, that is just something that I've had to take on the chin, being what I am, is that, you know, even, unfortunately, even people that will, you know, say like, oh, I'm always going to be in your life, and I'm not, like, when that's happened to you before. Seriously, it is like a bit of a standing joke now. I've got a sense of humour about it. Even those people end up falling off the radar, and it's just, I don't take it personally. It is what it is, you know what I mean? It's basically telling me something, isn't it? I spoke about this with a friend of mine recently. It's basically, the message is that, you know, your friends are your friends and your work is your work. But I am more involved than most, you know, business people would be. Like, I am, you know, I do have a deep connection with those of you that I work with, if you know what I mean. But it's, yeah, it's good to keep boundaries for that reason. Like I say, because you can imagine if you do get too close to people and they just it's a, yeah. Basically, I know, you know, I've got my close friends and I've got my soul family, I've got my actual family, and you know what I mean. And it's like, I do, yes, I let people in, but I'm wary of that. So yeah, because of this hidden motivation. So look, they're making me talk about this for a reason. So like, no, everybody around you's got good and like dark thoughts, but also there's a message there about don't think everybody's got hidden motivations and dark thoughts, because there are good people around there. But yeah, it's just wise to, isn't it? It's just wise to know, to have a healthy balance of like knowing who your friends are, knowing who, you know, hopefully you've got a supportive lover if you're already with a twin flame, or that's who you're bringing into your life, your equal other half. And just, yeah, whatever that means to you, right? So, have each other's back. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective, and that is James 5:16, so the 16th of May could be significant. And the back says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. Hebrews 13:8. So the 13th of August could be significant too. If those dates aren't significant, just leave it. I'm going to leave this here. That would have been cool if it was 1, 2, 3. I did get guided to 1, 2, 3, but I didn't bother saying it. So I'm going to end this here. So I hope you have a lovely sleep if you've decided to watch this late at night, or otherwise I hope you have a lovely day. But again, if you need me for a personal session in any way, just email if you're not sure about what to do and all that, and I can help you, or join the membership, blah, 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 blah. Please like the video. Doesn't cost anything to do that. Helps me pick up on your energy for the other energies that for when I do other videos. I think that's it. See you later.